internet. Today we got more Dahlia, and of course we've tried a lot of stuff with Dahlia plus Firefly, including like no healer stuff, but today it's gonna be about the characters that are nearly forsaken, because we have Super Break Gang from like, I don't know, version 2. They are pretty old now, namely Boothill here. We're also gonna be showing Rappa as well with the Dahlia, and let's just see how good they are now paired with each other. Long story short, they are both much more viable, and it's really similar how the Dahlia helps them out. It's when they can't break enemies, you can still deal damage, deal super break damage. That's her main value. It helps them out so much, and you actually have a very solid team just because of that. But before we start, everything's here from the creating server, and here are the stats. I got this, the Dahlia is the same one, and yeah, pretty standard the Dahlia, I would say. No Eidolons on any of them. Here is the main DPS and stats that we'll be using. We got Boothill. It's a pretty good Boothill, I think, with high speed as well. It's what you really want to look for in a character like Boothill. And now we've got Rappa. Rappa, a way less popular character because, you know, most people just use her in AoE scenarios, especially Perfection. And I will say, unfortunately, you still won't be using Rappa in like MOC against certain bosses if they are really single target heavy. For instance, you're not going to be fighting Samuel here with a Rappa. You'll not like that at all. Well, first showcase will be for Boothill and Dahlia versus Hule. I'll see you once I murder Sam. And hey, listen, Honkai Show can get rough sometimes, especially when a new character comes along and you're looking at zero pulling resources in your account. As the good housewife on the lookout for great deals, I'd like to introduce today's sponsor, Aniba. Aniba offers the best top-up services, and it's worth every bang for your buck. The best part is Aniba complies with all of Hoyoverse's guidelines with top-up services, so it's certainly trustworthy, and as usual, I myself has used it, had zero issues with it. You can top up for yourself or for your friends, because all you need to do is click the first link in the description, choose the item that you would like to top up, enter your server, and then your UID, complete the payment, and voila, you see your resources in a designated account. No login needed. What's interesting is that there's a 10% cashback on what you're purchasing, or you can claim by going into your orders after purchasing, click on claim, and you'll see the cashback in your Aniba wallet. This cashback can be used for any other purchases in the Aniba website, and can top up for Spiral even more. Or heck, pick up a gift or two. It's simple, it's a good deal, and most importantly, it's trustworthy. Check Aniba out, and you'll support me as a creator too if you do give it a go. As usual though, no pressure at all. And with that said, let's get back into the video. And here we go. Now, with this setup, Boothill will pretty much be the same Boothill, except for the fact that even without breaking an enemy, you can still do a lot of like super break damage. It's not the highest damage output you'll get, but it is something, right? Before then, though, if you don't break an enemy, you do quite literally zero damage. And that really put this team behind. But as usual, it doesn't mean Boothill is just now god tier, though, because he still has some of his own issues. Like, he needs to still get 3 of his pocket trick shot right here to really do a lot of damage. So the way you want to do this usually is you either have to like manage the weakness bar really well, or what I like to do, I'll just like to like target a really small mob and try and kill them, or at least try and break them easily, get that pocket trick shot. So right there, I got 1 already. We are going to be able to deal damage even without breaking them, but that doesn't really mean we should just avoid breaking them, right? So we still want to really play it normally, if anything. Now we shall await for them to break themselves. Now, one other thing with Boothill is since he needs the 3 pocket trick shot, it makes him quite slow, especially right now. Like, there's nothing really much we can do. We have to just wait until he takes a turn again, and then we can do stuff. But yeah, in the meantime, we just gotta wait though. All right, here we go. I think we'll just go all in on this snake guy. If I can kill the snake guy, I'll get my 3rd pocket trick shot anyway. So yeah, let's forget about the little mob. We already got 1 pocket trick shot off of him, so that's all I really need, I suppose. Here we do have the Dahlia. I'm gonna use 1 skill here, do some damage in there, 200k dealt. And yep, so far you haven't seen like why the Dahlia would be good with Boothill, because he is just breaking everybody anyway. But I would say in the boss battle, you'll see the bulk of the Dahlia's value, right? So it's when the boss has high toughness and Boothill can't quite easily break him that the Dahlia really shines. But anyways, let's just touch the snake guy. I can't choose to kill the snake guy, but I feel I want to let the MOC effect do the deeds for me. So I might just, yeah, maybe I'll just hit the lion here instead. Let's go for that. We'll hit the lion. We'll wait, let's break the lion as well. So we get our 3rd and final pocket trick shot, dealing 1.2 million damage. It is a lot, dude. When he gets into his zone, dude, Boothill is really still quite good, honestly. The only thing, man, the only thing I would complain about is just that he's kind of just slow to get the first 3 pocket trick shots. If he didn't have that as like a limitation, I would actually think he's still top tier today. All right, now the mission is to kill both of these as soon as possible. I'm going to use basic here. We do get the super break effect, thankfully, so it really helps with like lowering down the remnants of the mobs or remnants of the elites. But can I kill them with this though? I think I'll still have to use my ultimate. We're just going to go for this first. And yeah, I think I have to touch my ultimate though. Oh, I don't even have to. That's awesome, man. All right, since I don't have to, I'm going to just go the Dahlia. We have our ult with the Dahlia. One of the best things with the Dahlia is that with her ultimate, you can add all dance partners types to enemy targets as weakness. So that includes Boothill. Now, Boothill can weakness implant the enemy with physical weakness as well. But having someone else to be able to also do this is pretty awesome, man. All right, now it will be a game of breaking Hulai. So now I should do no damage, right? But thanks to at least the Dahlia being here, I'm doing 100 something K with super break through the ultimate. That's some damage. It's not nothing, right? Same right here. I don't think I can break you with this at all. Yeah, not even close. So my damage, it's still low, but at least it's 300k. Before the Dahlia even existed, though, we would have done like maybe 30k there. That would have been really bad. So let's just continue. Now, Hulai does have a lot of aggressiveness to him. I am kind of worried, but not too much, I don't think. I think we're chilling. I just need a good break combo from Boothill, and then we'll get that. We'll do one E right here, get some healing in there, and then, you know what? I'm just gonna go for the break right away. If I can break Hulai, then we can slow him down like this. Yep, there we go. And then we still have one more toughness bar thanks to Fugue, so now we can just break you for free with Boothill, and we don't have to take your hits, right? So that's awesome. Check this damage out. 1.6 million, baby. Dude, he is so good. However, though, it would be really helpful if he has an action advance mechanic or someone to help him action advance. Before then, you would have Bronya do that job. But now that you have the Dahlia, there's no reason for you to go Bronya instead of this. I think you can still force the Bronya instead of the healer and play a no-heal team. And hopefully you can just, like, you know, clear them easily. But that requires a lot of skill, I think, with target selection, with everything like that. Pretty tough for just the normal player to do. But, well, it is possible, I think. Alright, so Hulai's about to wake up. There's nothing I can do to stop it. You do have 10% of HP left. I'm going to use this out right here. Maybe it was a waste. I should have waited for maybe your next mode before doing this, but, well, it's too late now. You're gonna go into your erase stack. 4% of your HP left, thanks to the bleeds from weakness breaking you through the physical weakness, too. I bet you forgot about that whole bleed thing. It's actually pretty good. Alright, now we got Boothill. It's kind of a waste. 2% left. I don't know if I could have played this better and get rid of the 2%, but I don't want to waste the MOC buff, the 10 stacks of the damage tick, so I'm just gonna go for this. You're gonna take your turn here. You're gonna attack me a bunch, but here comes the 10 stacks. Getting rid of 8% of health is not bad at all. Alright, so Bootill's doing fine, I would say. If he can clear this in this cycle, then it is actually a solid 2-cycle clear. But as usual, though, you would still just, like, use the meta stuff. Imagine Fine in here. I think you would clear it in 1 cycle, probably. So I do not expect a super break team with especially older characters like Boothill to just outperform version 3 beasts. I mean, you could maybe attempt a no healer really fast 0-cycle clear. It could happen, but, you know, it's just not that consistent, right? Like, you can't rely on that every week. I think I want to take the risk and end it right here. We're gonna use our ult with you. I'm pretty sure this ult gets me more break damage. I'm pretty sure. Yep, there we go. We do get more break damage. It's in the form of debuffs on the enemy. We have everything we need. I'm just gonna go for it. Your only wing is broken. We have one more mini toughness bar by Fugue. This will be explosive damage. Check this out. 1.6 million again, baby. You have 10% HP left. I don't think... Oh, dude, I can't end it, man. It's so close to 2% left. I feel like there was probably something better that I could have done, but, well, I'm not sure what that is. 2% left with the Dahlia. You're not weakness broken, but I bet we could just finish you right here. Yep, there we go. 177,000 from bleeds, dude. And that actually took 3 cycles. I'm pretty sure if I played it better, maybe 2 cycles would be possible. But yeah, Boothill before then would easily take 4 cycles, I'm pretty sure, because you just don't break the enemy that easily. But regardless, though, that's the experience with Boothill. If you do have the Dahlia, it's not exceedingly overpowered, but it's definitely just usable now. Like, you can rely on a super break team nowadays, I think. It's time to get my Boothill back up and ready, man. And that was Boothill. Now, next up, we have the next other super break character. The only other super break character that we have not tried out yet. It would be Rappa. I won't lie, it feels like Rappa is just forgotten because they don't even have a rerun banner. Not just Rappa, even Boothill. They don't have a rerun banner for Boothill and Rappa. Only Firefly. It's kind of weird to me. But here's the deal. Rappa and the Dahlia in pure fiction might actually be the most ridiculous thing you'll ever see. I can fight anything, by the way, I'm pretty sure. We're just gonna use this team. Plus, here's the deal, right? Because you don't have to break the enemy and you still do some super big damage, if you do enough, you will clear the mobs regardless, because the mobs are not the ones with like high HP. So all you gotta do is just jump right in and I'll show you what I mean. 600k the moment you step in, because the Dahlia's technique actually deals quite a bit of damage there. But that's not too important. But yeah, check this out. All of these mobs, they are so squishy. You don't even have to break them. You'll do enough of super big damage to just kill them all anyway. So here comes the ultimate, dude. It's been a while since I've seen this animation. It still looks so cool, man. And here's the first person POV, dude. Now this does ignore element, but regardless, you're not able to weakness break them on this first few hits. However, super break right there is still gonna do enough to like clear some of the mobs sometimes, but right now obviously I'm not able to. But yeah, some of the times when there's a full wave of mobs, you're kind of low, you can genuinely, with the help of the Dahlia, just like clear them with the first few hits. It's pretty helpful in my opinion. But yeah, let's just show you once we have everything set up. I'm pretty sure we have it all now. Let's just start by killing you. These are all as well. I'm pretty sure we're just killing them all with the Dahlia, if anything. The Dahlia's own damage output is nothing to scoff at, dude. 361k there, plus her follow-up attacks are gonna hurt. And now we got a final group of enemies for the first phase, I think. But yeah, let's see if I can kill them with just the first few hits. Not exactly, but a million damage from the whole hit though, right? It's pretty good. And here we have the next one. We have all of these damage output. We're not breaking them, but we're doing super big damage. It's pretty good. Here we go, Rappa again. It's time to shoot them with the shurikens. Bang, 2 million, baby. Pretty sure we don't even need a healer for this. Like, if we could just control them better with like maybe a Ranmei here. Well, let's go for the ultimate here. 700k from a gosh darn Fugue. And yeah, we still have maximum gosh darn skill point, and every single one of my ally right now are essentially super big DPS. It's 600k with a friggin' Fu Yuan, and then 1.3 million as well. And just like that, we should be able to clear this without an issue. These dodo birds though, they low-key hurt a lot. Okay, I take back what I said. I think we do need a heal. We'll go for the Dahlia's out right there. Hopefully we can just kill them all here, but not quite. All right, now we got you. I think we could kill you even without the final hit. Did I really prefer to be able to like clear them without the final hit? That would be really good value, but I guess it was like the last group of enemies. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I read a comment saying I speak too fast, but I feel like if I speak slower, you'd be bored. I don't know why I pointed that out. All right, now we got one Hule. We fought the Hule in MOC. Now we're bullying the Hule in Pure Fiction 2. In this channel, we do not value the lives of animals. I'm gonna use my ult right here. Maybe I shouldn't have. I did it though, but well, it's too late now. Yeah, I should have planted the imaginary weakness first. Might as well, but well, I did. Oh man, I'm misplaying, dude. Well, we're still gonna do 3.7 million damage just like that though. We do have another turn with the gosh darn ninja, so let's shoot some shurikens again damage wise. So yeah, a chill little 4.3 million. Did I do 4.3 or is it 400k? I can't tell anymore. I'm numbed by numbers. I'm too used to seeing like low numbers on my account that I'm just not used to any numbers higher than like the hundreds of thousands. All right, let's actually pay attention. How much damage are we actually looking like? That is 3.4 million. Go for the skill, I think, right into our ultimate. The skill doesn't do that much, but thanks to the Dahlia, we didn't even break them. We still did a lot of damage. I mean, I'm saying this a lot, but it's really mainly what the Dahlia does mainly. And now check this damage out. Only 2 mil, but hey, it's good enough. Can I even kill Hule? I don't even know. I think we should be able to. With one more good amount of breaking, I should be able to. I do have the great coming up as well. Like, we'll go for skills as well. I don't think I have to save skill points at all. One more thing to add, like with teams like these, even with the Boothill team, because I have the signature icon of Dahlia, plus she herself is a really good skill point generator. We're really having a good time with skill points. We have a lot of them. I should be able to just use them all without a fear of the world. So now spam some shurikens again. Damage wise, 3.6 million. Oh boy, that's so fun. All right, now we come in with you. We're gonna use our ult now, plus Link's ult to get Fuyan back up, way up again. Just by doing so, I think we can clear the whole mob, so like beside Hule, right? No. Awesome possum. So now, I guess we're just shuriken them up with the 1%. I knew it, dude. I needed to kill one of them off, or else he's gonna live by 1%. We'll use our ultimate, though, to instantly get one more turn, and I'm gonna torture you. In the God Doggos channel, we do not value the lives of animals. All right, with the final hit, I have to shoot you, so see you later, dude. Oh my god, the numbers on the screen. And that's a 40k point clear. That wasn't even the perfect game for Rappa. Like, there was no imaginary weakness on this boss. In fact, most of them doesn't have imaginary weakness. Only 2 of them do. So if we're fighting like the monkey dinosaurs, the TV heads, Rappa would destroy them even better. But if you're wondering though, Rappa in Pure Fiction, now that she has the Dahlia by her side, she got even better, man. I would say the impact isn't as much because, well, if you have Rappa anyway before, just using Ranmei was more than enough, I think, especially if we could break them. And since Rappa can ignore weakness, it's not that hard to break them. But the Dahlia being there, like, gave you a little bit more of a push though, for sure. However, for Boothill, she's certainly a really good addition. Like, she really helped Boothill be more impactful, especially during times where you can't break the enemy. Like, Boothill is so bad if you can't break the enemy. Of course, you still want to min-max it if you can. Try and break the enemy first and then go with Boothill. But if you really can't, it's not like you just do no damage, right? So Boothill is much more pleasant to play with now. And hey, Firefly though, she's still the GOAT, man. In my opinion, her performance is still like better than the rest of the 2 super rare characters. But I think Boothill Boothill in certain scenarios would still outshine a Firefly with same investment. You need really certain teams that are really certain playstyles. It's harder. But with Firefly, it's the same playstyle. You just do the same thing. But her value for money is way better, in my opinion. It's just way easier. But that'll be all for today. We're posting more about the Dahlia. That is all. You guys enjoyed this one, and take care.